9 witnesses, well, 10 witnesses really, that have given evidence to the effect that you have played a role in operations, that you have actively involved yourselves in operations of the SSA. I'm just summarizing all the evidence.
Well,
Why would they
well,
give false evidence?
You know, Chairperson, one of the things that is not actually, well, I don't know because I'm not a lawyer to use the word evidence, but when all the way they sat here, those who sat here, they told you it's a matter of hearsay. There is a matter that is being raised, Mr. Pretorius, that member must deal with. That at no point I did an executive overreach. But all of them who came here, Mr. Pretorius, they could not demonstrate. Even the VESA report, even the high-level review report, they all came, said here, this is what we're being told, this is what we're being told. But when we said, give us evidence, nobody gave them evidence.
Well, let's just deal with that issue very briefly, if I may. The fact that there is no documentation to your satisfaction to support a particular averment, the fact that someone says, I went personally to the minister's office and gave 4.5 million rand, 4.51 million rand to the minister. The fact that there's no supporting documentation that satisfies you, or report, or other official documentation does not render that evidence false.
Well, you know...
It's evidence. It's the most direct form of evidence.
No, you know, Mr. Pretorius, I'm not a lawyer. I've never studied law. But I've operated at the highest level, even in administration. Evidence that is admissible is not a hearsay. It will answer when, where, how, and so forth. But this commission is not about that. But immediately you start to venture into that, where people, they are saying here on record, I can't recall this, I can't recall this. This is what people, they were saying to you. But despite those reservations, Zondo, I said, you know what? I will have this commission because it's our own creation. Even if there are certain constraints I've seen, but I will help.
I think Mr. Pretorius is suggesting that even if there is no documentary proof or evidence to support what they say, your answer is they are all not telling the truth. So his question is, if they are all not telling the truth, it means they are falsely and deliberately giving false evidence against you. So his question is, why would so many people all target you to give false evidence against you? He wants you to get a chance to deal with that issue.
Chairperson, have we ever bothered and asked the question about some of these lapses? Why will someone at a level of a general manager not follow certain systematic things that are there? Why will that person do? Knowingly so. That's one issue that I want to leave for your own assessment. Most ministers that have gone there, they all raise issues. And you ask yourselves, what's happening? Even today, they are still raising issues. And if they raise issues, if you do diagnostic, what are we dealing with? Are we dealing very lousy ministers, very corrupt ministers? The answer is no.
Well, do I understand you to be conceding or saying that there are problems that need to be corrected?
Well, I'm on record. I said intelligence services, like any government departments, their problems are inherent.
7 witnesses have given direct or indirect evidence of the delivery of cash for operational projects to you personally or to your officers. To the extent that these people are operatives, why would they come to give false evidence, put their jobs at risk, their employment at risk, expose themselves to civil outcomes or consequences, or even criminal outcomes and consequences by giving false evidence here? I want to put it to you, it's in my view, inconceivable that they would do so.
Well, in an ordinary world, it's inconceivable, but in an intelligence world, it can happen. And I should not be able to speculate. You know, one of the things that I've always avoided when I'm here, I don't want to speculate about people's motives, but I'm clear, I know the environment I worked in. And I know the characters and what the issues they were doing. But at the very same time, I must be on record. In intelligence, there will always be rogue elements. But there are good men and women who do their job diligently. But there are also politicians there who are actually politicking. And politics is politics.